After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Looking to pass. Tua. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive.
Plays and out. It's
on 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt.
Punt formation for the Dolphins.
Johnson on the return. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
The Dolphins' 45-yard line.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Haskins to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Here's Haskins out of the gun. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Gurley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
A gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Haskins. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
3rd and 2, now Haskins. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. They got it done.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Gain of 6 yards.
I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Steelers 7, Dolphins nothing.
Tua now on first down. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for 13 at a Dolphin first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 43. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man.
Complete.
23 yards, the final tally.
It's a gain of 23.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. And he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Parker, the intended target, but now it'll be third down. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
6 yards to go.
From the gun, it's Tua. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Gurley. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Gurley, the ball
That's a
carrier.
really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
42-yard line.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him. And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he'll take this one down to the 36. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the ex-Dolphin, Minka Fitzpatrick. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd and 7 from the 20. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Escaping the pressure right. Going top shelf. And got his man complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Haskins, a quick throw out wide. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Second and 11. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. play action now. Haskins. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Haskins. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Kyle Van Noy able to record his 5th sack of the season.
10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the counter, Gurley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Two 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On play action, Haskins. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
50-yard line.
only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From midfield now, Haskins. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Haskins, he'll let this go deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down to that. That's up a 1st and goal. A close call here. Did the ball cross the plane? I don't know. From the naked eye, this was tough to tell.
Always difficult when there's such a tangle of bodies around. You're just trying to find the ball and make sure just a portion of it crossed the plane of the goal line.
Going with a big fullback, Watt. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Derek Watt, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Well, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is.
Well, to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Shaq Lawson's one of those guys that after a while you quit just trying to define him by a position. Defensive end, outside linebacker, doesn't matter. He knows how to get upfield and spill some plays.
So disruptive. What makes him so disruptive?
I think it's strength. If you see his upper body, I mean, he's got some strength up there and some really good hands. But he's got some surprising quickness as well to get him upfield.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Makes it 3rd and 11.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Okay, just like that. Just like that. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
This time, Haskins will look to throw. On the slant, completes to Sutton. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
That's good.
A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Jerome Baker.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 14-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Now it's Haskins. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Try and pick up the first with Gurley. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
9-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
A gain of 21.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
To number 27.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Tua going to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And a big loss is here as he's taken down. Stephon Tuitt able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be 4th down.
And it's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Now a draw play for Gurley. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
Christian Wilkins.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Your chain, name, how about your respect? Give them more than
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go play action with Haskins. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Read it well, and it's picked. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the ex-Dolphin, Minkah Fitzpatrick. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
The 18-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Smith-Schuster.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. And he'll be brought down shy of the 1st down marker at the 11. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
A 28-yard attempt.
And that is no good. He pulled it just a bit, just a wee bit wide left. And this score will stay right where it is. And that miss should just about right a finish to this one.
Yeah, they needed 2 scores, and they needed that field goal there to be the first one and still give them an opportunity. But now, with the time left on the clock, I think this one's about finished.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts
Number 85.
as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
And the Dolphin first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw is Tua. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa looking to throw it. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
Tagovailoa.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now Tagovailoa eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Intended for number 27. Incomplete. It's 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. He can run to a hit, and the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it